see if I'm on. I don't even know if I'm on.
I know. I'm talking about the people. They're out there going, we love Don Lawrence. We can't wait to see Don Lawrence. That's what they're saying.
All right. I can't wait to see you guys either.
So did you ask them how they're doing?
I haven't done that in a while, have I?
Yes, you have.
How's everybody doing today on this first Wednesday of the new year?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut the crap and we're going to get right to it. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. All right. So, it's going to be a crazy show. We have a super celebrity extra guest in the backdrop. She's just waiting. She's got tons of good stuff to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. She was on our best commercial we ever did, just so you know. All right, so we got that in the backdrop. We're trying to work my man Mike McLaughlin into. We may have having some technical difficulties on his end, but he's always a great guy to have around as well. But, Don, let's start out with an easy thing, right?
Number one is the question of the week.
Question of the show is, what is your New Year's resolution? What is your New Year's resolution?
Oh, boy. Why? You didn't tell me you were going to put me on the spot.
Really?
Like that.
Yes, I'm going to put you on the spot. Kathy Cordy, Zach Wilkowitz, they all want to know. They're like, Don Lawrence, what is his deal?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't usually do New Year's resolutions.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Like, I don't get it.
Throughout the year.
You are a ridiculous person, man.
I don't wait.
Teresa Chapman does not come to hear you say, I don't do anything. You got to do something.
I think I really is eating a little bit better.
Eating a little bit better. That's lame, ladies and gentlemen. If you think that's a lame resolution, tell us in the chat how lame Don's resolution is. All right?
What's yours?
I'll show you. Look at this. See this jiggle right here? See that?
Jiggle less?
That's right. So
jiggle less.
Here's what we're doing.
It says on his New Year's resolution, jiggle less.
Jiggle less. You're damn right it does. And that's $1 for the swear jar, too. It's $1 for the swear jar already. Okay, there it is. See, there it is.
Jiggle less.
No, Don, so here's the thing. We're starting with two easy things. I am drinking six things of water, 6 bottles of water a day. No more pop. I've done it for 6 days now. That's like an eternity for me. Give me a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a wave or something in there. Give me a wave. I'm giving up pop. Help me out in the chat. If you give me some support in the chat, it may make me not kill somebody for not having pop.
Hey, so I have a secret. I didn't tell you this, but I have a secret with that.
What?
I like Coca-Cola once in a while.
Yeah.
Once in a great while. I used to really like it a long time ago when I was a lot younger. But I found that carbonated water, like either LaCroix or Perrier or Pellegrino, it gives you that little bit of, it's not the same taste, but it gives you that little carbonation that kind of makes you burp a little bit. And
really?
So, yeah. So that's like nicotine patch or nicotine gum instead of smoking.
So here's the thing. You know what Babs Phillips says about that? She says, first of all, her New Year's resolution is to make a daily list of things to do. Second, her son's got to come up with something better than that. That's ridiculous. Come up with something better. All right, guys. So in the chat, I'm going to go through that a little bit. First, we got Teresa Chapman. We got Babs Phillips. Kathy Cordy's in the house. We got Kathy Wilkowitz. We got Steve Kreitz, who sent me a picture of his shirt beforehand because he's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
Steve.
Absolutely.
That got me going. That got me a little bit more excited.
It did it? All right. So, guys, that's what it is. That is what it is. What is your New Year's resolution? Put it in the chat for us. Mine's let go and let God in. I like it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Don't sweat the small stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
You sweat the small stuff, don't you?
Do I?
No, you don't. I do, but you don't. I know. I always sweat the sweat.
Leave it on you.
You do. You always leave it. Let's see that, ladies. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He admits it. He always leaves it on me all the time.
Somebody's got to be cool, calm, and collected, and someone's got to be crazy,
ridiculous,
and wild, and
on
the edge. And we know, and you know where we're at.
So I got Shelly Gambino. Give her a shout out. Hey, she says, get my house organized. Got Chucky Chris Wojcinski. What is your New Year's resolution, young lady? That's what we're going with now. So let's go to our first segment, Mr. Lawrence. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
So we're going to talk about forbearance a little bit. And we're going to try to get my man Mike McLaughlin, but for some reason I don't see him up here.
No.
So tell us about forbearance, Don. Tell us what it is first and tell us how it's going to impact the market.
Okay, so last year we talked about this, when the COVID came and people had that opportunity to do forbearance. That you had to eventually catch up with it. You have to pay it off. It's not free. You don't catch up to it down the road. You have to pay it at some point. Well, we're finding out now that before you can close on your house, you have to pay the amount of forbearance that you have been, whatever the amount is, if it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it has to be paid prior to closing.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Our super secret special guest, Mike McLaughlin, is in the house. He's got something to say. McLaughlin, talk to us.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Happy New Year.
Tell us about forbearance, man. What's going on with that?
Well, I didn't get to hear what Don said, so why don't you just give a quick synopsis, Don, so I can hear what you had already said.
Quick. Do you hear him? Quick synopsis. No messing
I don't
around.
know if I can do that.
Go ahead.
After COVID, people had the opportunity to not make their payments on their house for a period of time, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, up to 6 months. And we felt they always had to catch up, but now we're finding out that they have to catch up before they close on the property. You can't pay it with the proceeds from the sale. You have to catch up before you close on the property. Is that what you're hearing, Mike?
Yeah, that sounds about right. And so basically forbearance is, like you said, it's a way to defer payments on your mortgage and other things too, your student loans, your car payments.
Yep.
Things that can be pushed down the road a little bit. But then the catch was, like you said, is that they had to be brought current almost instantaneously, which could mean, you know, if your payment's $1,000 a month, you could be faced with the $5,000 for months plus the current month. So you could be really hit with something that is unforeseen. So yeah, and then they weren't sure exactly how it was going to work out, clearing forbearance. But yeah, my understanding is that if you are selling a house and you have payments that were for forbearance, then you need to bring it close. You need to bring it current before you close, and you can't just rely on the proceeds to cover that for you.
Right. That just sounds crazy to me, Michael. That doesn't make any sense in my brain at all. It's still your money.
Yeah, I know. And you would think, since maybe it has to do with the way it shows up on the payoff. That's all I can think about. But I know that, you know, when the federal government's involved with how things, and especially like this, where there really wasn't a lot of planning, you know, they just got thrown. And that's why for months, we really weren't sure how, like, were people who had to go into forbearance, were they even going to be able to buy houses?
And that's what part of this is that some people, if you put your house on the market, not realizing, or an agent puts it on the market without asking this question, and if a homeowner doesn't know that, hey, I'm in forbearance right now, and I don't have the money to catch up, and they put their house on the market. In this market, it could sell really quickly.
Yeah, and you'd be screwing it up everything.
Right. If you find this out 3-4 weeks down the road, that this is an issue when you have a buyer that already did a private inspection, paid for an application and appraisal, and the time that they've lost because you can't sell your house because you don't have the money to catch up on the forbearance. So that's the reason why we bringing this out, is that it's very important to know this up front. And if you don't have the money, it's an issue. If you do have the money, you're gonna have to pay it off, and you just need to be aware of that.
Right. So Michael, let's do this. First of all, I just want to let you know, somebody sent me a message today and they said, do you have a mortgage guy? I mean, that's like, do I breathe, right? Do I breathe? Do I have a mortgage guy? I'm like, have you ever seen my show? Have you ever seen my, I mean, like, I wear those shirts around everywhere.
Or do you jiggle?
Really? Oh, Don's always got to kick me right in the ass, right there. It's a little dollar for the swear jar, I know.
I was wondering, Scott, since you're trying to keep your jiggling down.
Yes.
Assuming that you had a high level of jiggle before, does that mean you're now a gigolo? You're going to keep your
yes. Wow. This is kids watch
witty.
This show, man. Kids watch this show, McLaughlin.
Boy, that was witty.
God
Mike.
dang it.
Witty.
Listen to these people. Can you help me out here? Back me up on these guys are beating me up. They're ganging up on me. Where's all the fans at? In the chat, if you want to lay off, Scott, tell them lay off. Will you? Jeez. All right, Michael, make us feel better. Talk about rates. Make us feel better.
Yeah, they're still amazing. They're staying down. I mean, bonds have actually taken a beating the last couple days, and but I haven't really noticed hardly any change in interest rates. And even though, that being said, when you look at it on a daily basis, you might be able to see some minor changes. But when it comes to what the Federal Reserve is going to have to do to keep the economy moving and recovering, they definitely are going to keep rates low. There's no indication anywhere that the rates for 2021 should be any higher than they were in 2020. So that's
Yeah.
great for affordability, which we've covered in your show before.
Yep.
And buying power, same thing. But yeah, rates are low. They're continuing to stay low, and it is a great opportunity for buyers and sellers.
Michael, finally somebody said you're not a gigolo. My mother wants you to know I'm not a gigolo. All right, how you like them apples? And Steve Kreitz, I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Steve Kreitz, Mike. He's an Annapolis wrestler from way back. He says he might have to wear some of your shirts around, so you might have to give me some Academy Mortgage shirts. I think he's a medium, and he definitely wears it. I mean, he's a hell of a referrer too, that guy. So I'm telling you, it's good stuff.
All right.
Hey, so go ahead.
I was going to say, let's talk about that tomorrow, Mr. Bergeron. We'll
Yes, sir.
Hey, so anything else going on in the mortgage business right now that we might want to know about, if our viewers might want to know about?
Well, it's that time of year where, so if you've gotten and this is totally off the cuff, but if you've recently closed on a mortgage, it's that time of year when the winter taxes come due. So any of your recent purchasers, when they closed, if they closed after October 1st, then they would have held the winter taxes. Now that the tax bills are out, we're getting those annual calls where people are like, okay, I received a tax bill. What do I do with it? So I guess just as a normal maintenance for our beautiful clients, if they purchased anytime after October 1st and a check was held for them for their winter taxes at closing, now is the time to call your realtor or your loan officer to make sure that if you've got some money coming back from that you get that money. If they held more than what was needed, you might have a little credit there. But as far as seasonal part of the year, we're in that winter tax due date time, and that affects both purchases and that have already closed and future purchases.
Okay. All right. So, Michael, listen, it's always great to have you on, even though you call me names. That's all right. We're still friends outside of this. And yes, I still do have a mortgage guy in case anybody wants to know. Michael, we'll talk to you next week, maybe. Ace.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, bud.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right. So, real quick, let me go through the chat a little bit, Don. So, our good friend Bill Polk is on watching. And if you remember him, he's from the infamous Penske box truck back from Oscoda. You remember that incident, ladies and gentlemen? So he's on. Bill, it's good to see you, buddy. And I want to plug something real quick, and it's not real estate related, but I want to plug it anyway, okay? I am very picky about where when I take places. I like good service, right? So Bill's brother, Jim, over at Polk Auto on Michigan Avenue here, they got my car yesterday. I got it late last night. By 9 o'clock in the morning, they were calling me. His mom was calling me going, hey, look, your car's ready. So within an hour of the business opening, they're already ready. They're already ready. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. Yeah. So get a big shout out, folks. If you're looking for a mechanic, Polk Auto is the place to go. They treat you right. They don't overcharge you, and they let you know how things are going. So just a side note, I know it's not real estate related, but Bill's family, they do great work over there at Polk Auto.
Hey, we have no problem supporting small business.
Absolutely.
Small business, the same thing.
So let's go back real quick, Don, to what's your resolution. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your New Year's resolution? Mine is to stop jiggling so much. Don's is to eat healthier. Our special guest better be ready with one when we put her on too, because she won't be on from long from now. So in the chat, put what your New Year's resolution is. Miss Michelle Justice is in the house. Our painter's mom.
I know, Michelle. I need to reach out to you about that painting too, so I'll do that tomorrow.
Absolutely. Even Jim Boyce is watching. I'm telling you, that might be.
I was wondering if he would be he could be on this show too.
I'm telling you. It's Michigan and Merriman. Polk Auto on Michigan and Merriman. If you're looking for a great mechanic that's timely, that doesn't overcharge it, does the right work. Yep. So that's that. All right, Don. So where are we at now?
Okay. So up next is the
special guest.
No, City Highlight.
The City Highlight, right?
Next special guest.
Okay. So tell us about the city.
All right. The city is Canton Township.
Canton Township. All right, so give us some numbers on Canton Township.
All right, so currently on the market are 95 homes.
Okay.
142 are currently off the market pending.
Yep.
In the last 30, right now, currently. Sold in the last 12 months, 365 days, 1,456 homes sold. Isn't that huge? That's a huge number.
What the hell? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 1,400 houses.
That's worth a swear. That's worth a swear from the swear. I'll go there. I got $1 more in my pocket, so I better not spend any more. All right, so Don,
I'm getting the big coffee.
More important than the numbers. More important than the numbers, okay? Guys, we're changing the city spotlight to city highlight for this reason. We're going to bring in an expert every week from that
I got
city.
one more thing.
You're killing me. You trying to blow
The
my
average
mojo?
sales price.
Tell me the average sale price. Go ahead.
300. I thought that's where you were leading to.
Yeah.
312,000 is average sales price.
$312,000 in Canton, Michigan. Now, we're changing up the city spotlight to city highlight, and this is why. We have an expert from the city of Canton, a resident who's been there a long time, who knows a ton. So she's going to give us 5 things that she loves about Canton. All right, young lady, you ready? Miss Lisa Boyce is in the house. How are you, dear? Good to see you.
I'm great.
Lisa in the chat. Lisa.
Hey, before we go on, Lisa, what's your New Year's resolution?
Well, you're going to think this is silly because what Scott said, but I'm with you.
It was
to eat healthier. No, it was weird. No, it's kind of yours to eat healthier, get away from anything that's processed, and just try and cooking everything
Natural.
Natural, yes.
Help her. She's doing her stuff. She doesn't know what her resolution is.
Came out.
I think
that on there, yeah. Yeah, but we got some by my daughter and I. We're going to do it together too. So we're all going to, even though she's going to be sending us recipes, so we're all going to try and switch up and do some of that, which I think is just everything you read that's healthier. Get away from processed stuff.
Absolutely. So Lisa, how long have you been in Canton? Let's start there.
Well, I've lived here for 30 years.
30 years. So you know Canton pretty well.
I do. I've watched Canton change quite a bit.
So tell us some of your favorite things about Canton.
Well, I kind of,
Wait, at least hang on a sec. So one of our viewers says she's hot. One of our viewers says she's hot.
Oh, good Lord. I guess you can wonder who that may be.
I know exactly who that is. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And you get to be friends with them too. Well, this is going to be between you guys of what you love. One of the things I love a lot about Canton is the location.
Yep.
Because we're so close to getting anywhere around the metropolitan Detroit area. We're kind of smack dab in the middle of Detroit and Ann Arbor, and Ann Arbor's for you, Scott. Yep. But, yes, it's very close for all that. So I've loved the fact that I can get around everywhere. It's close for me for work still. I just take Michigan Avenue all the way up. So it's not a bad drive for me to work either.
Yep.
So that's a huge thing that I love about the Canton area. But it's changed a lot. I mean, the street that I live off of was actually dirt, and they paved it only. Sheldon only got paved right before I moved in, right by me, which is crazy. So I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of houses get built around here.
So Lisa, let me throw this out to the fans a little bit. So folks, how important is being able to get to all the places you want to get to and be kind of centrally located? How important is that to you? Put that in the chat for us if you wouldn't mind. All right, that's one, Lisa. What's two?
Well, I love the fact that Canton has a lot of recreational trails and a lot of things that you can do that's walkable around here. One of my favorites is the Lower Rouge Trail, recreation trail. If people aren't familiar with that, kind of gets tucked back there a little bit. It's along Michigan Avenue, but you can actually take this trail. It's 4 miles of trails from Canton Center all the way to Haggerty.
Okay.
So you can bike it, you can walk it. We do all kinds of stuff, take your pets back there and stuff, dog walking and things. So it's beautiful to top it off. So you can kind of hit it all. See a lot of people, especially this year, right?
Yeah.
Taking advantage of all the trails and everything that Canton has to offer that way. So that's a huge favorite of mine. But another one.
So how long would it take you to walk it? How long would it take?
Oh gosh, I mean, you could probably get lost in there for a good couple hours if you wanted to. I'm sure, because the trails you could take one way and then come back around and take a different way to all end up at the same spot. They just have all these little nooks and crannies to do it. So have I just said I'm going to take Canton Center all the way to Haggerty? No, because I kind of come in the center. So I love to kind of loop around and switch it up and do all kinds of different stuff. And
so you're spot on so far, because one of your fans says she's right. Canton is a great location, and somebody else gave you a high five for that. So you're definitely right there. So what's 3?
Well, I wanted to throw a restaurant in here because, Canton does have a ton of them. But I love the ones that are kind of your family owned type of places, because we can all get the regular restaurants, right? Yep. So I love, for those of you familiar with it, Rose's Italian Restaurant right on Canton Center.
Roses, yeah.
Yeah. Roses.
So what's your favorite dish over at Rose's? Let's start there.
I love their baked spaghetti. So it's just regular spaghetti and they bake cheese on top of it. Oh, it's really, really, really good. But I'm a spaghetti person. I've loved spaghetti since I've been a kid. So to go have somebody even how can you even make it better? But they do. I love their stracciatella soup. That's also delicious. And they have great pizza. People kind of forget.
So, Lee, where's it located at? Try that for us.
Cherry Hill and Canton Center.
Cherry Hill Kid. So I'm going to try this, Lise. Folks in the chat, let's see if you can guess what my favorite dish is going to be at Rose's because it's Italian. Let's see how people know me in the chat, Lisa. Let's see. And your biggest fan just came on. He said, great information, Lisa, and thank you. That's from your buddy Sam Abdullah.
Oh, my gosh.
Good old Sam. Sam's a big fan of the show.
Rose's Pizza. Yes, see?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Don doesn't know about that pizza, though. He doesn't. He's a mess with pizza anymore.
I do love pizza.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. So what's 4, Lise?
Well, I do love one of the great things, and another thing that Canton has done over the years is do a lot of things for families. And has anyone gone to the Summit on the Park? It's our recreation facility that's there. It's got a pool inside. It's got saunas and hot tubs and a gym. You can join it as a family. So we spent a lot of time at that place when the kids were young. But they also hold a lot of programs for children there. And that's where they have their senior center. So unfortunately, I'm probably closer to that or with the grandkids than I am to, than I was when the kids were young. So I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, this is all like pre-COVID because so much stuff is shut down right now, which is so annoying, which is kind of a bummer. But, there's a lot of great things to do there. They have, even on the grounds of that, there's a splash park for the kids. They just keep adding more things to it. It's also next to, I can kind of throw this in with, I guess, number 4, which is Heritage Park. It's kind of all in the same complex it's where Palmer dead ends and Canton Center. So between Michigan Avenue and Cherry Hill. But the library's on this complex, and Heritage Park, it's where they hold their festivals, and there's ponds back there, and it's where they have their military memorial site, and and there's a bunch of soccer fields back there. So not only is there a ton of things that they always, every year, they're having music in the park. The fireworks are there. So, we just spend a bunch of time there. So they've just done a beautiful job with that back there. So those two together.
I don't want to downplay that one, but we got to go back to Rose's for a minute. First of all, have you ever had a good gnocchi before in your life?
I have some that just absolutely love that.
Absolutely. So if you look at the chat, you can see it's blown up. That's all either family or close friends. They know that's the only. I don't even look at a menu in an Italian place. I just go gnocchi, baked, or whatever. That's all I say. I don't ever that. But we got our good friend Silvio Davis, a good Dearborn resident boy. He says they got great baked spaghetti over there, Roses. Let's see what else. Somebody was talking about lasagna. Got all kinds of good stuff over at Roses, right?
Yes.
Now, please hit us with your number 5.
Well, I kind of combined those two of them together with the Summit on the Park. But you know what else I love too that people just don't know very much about is Cherry Hill Village.
Okay.
They kind of, because Canton didn't have a little downtown area, right? And we're surrounded by some of those. And I do love, I grew up in Plymouth, so I love my little downtown area. But they built it's another little town in Canton called Cherry Hill Village. And it is a town. The houses are adorable. That's where our theater is, and we have a lot of great. Normally have great shows there. Normally, yes, great shows there. So it's got that little downtown feel. It has a little downtown park that you can walk around. We did go there in the summer because if anyone remembers, like Slow's Barbecue from downtown, the one place they put up their shop to go get Slow's Barbecue with their food truck was in Cherry Hill Village. So,
really?
Yeah, they picked that spot. It was the only place that they went to because a lot of people could kind of park all around there and it wouldn't get too crazy. But if you haven't taken a drive through Cherry Hill Village, you just take Cherry Hill out till you'll run into it. It's got all kinds of really fun things down there to do, just other little shops and stuff. And hopefully it continues to grow also as time goes on. But I do just love Cherry Hill Village.
So we got trails, we got food, Roses, we got Cherry Hill Village, we got it all in Canton, right?
And we even have IKEA.
Yeah, well, even IKEA. Well, yeah, there you go. You got furniture made for overseas. That's always a plus, right?
Yeah, kind of can't. I mean, we do have a lot of stores, a lot of everything around here, right? We got 2 Targets, we got 2 Kohl's, you name it, in all these shops and things. But we don't have a Chick-fil-A.
What the heck? We got to get a report about that. Unbelievable.
I know. It's been rumored. It's been rumored.
We wanted to revamp the city spotlight to this to make it a little more highlighting cities. You gave us great information about Canton. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about Canton, Lisa's the expert on that. And she gave you a bunch of good stuff. So week by week, guys, we'll take a city, we'll give you stats, but we're also going to dig into it and say, here's great places to try. Here's cool things that everybody loves. So
Well, let me just say something really quick about
Yeah.
you two. You guys have done a great job with this show. I know I'm kind of being a little mother bear about it, since you guys are both at my office here in Dearborn, but love the show. You guys do a great job, and just continue to do great things.
Lisa,
Thank
you're
you, Lisa.
awesome.
Thank
And we
you.
will see you tomorrow at work, okay?
Okie dokie.
Bye, young
Bye.
lady.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you. Great job.
All right. See you later.
Don, that
That
was
was
pretty
awesome.
awesome. That was good. Guys,
So-
that's what we're going to do every week. We're going to bring a different city up. We're not just going to give you the stats. They're important, but we're going to start telling you more important stuff about the city. So if you love the city you live in, if you love the city, we have a Chick-fil-A in
We
Elm
want you
Park.
on. So
First of all, Chris Bergeron, you don't live in Elm Park. You live in
it's close.
Your Heights.
So have you ever been to Cherry Hill Village? You know where that's at?
I have.
Yeah, that's a very cool place. All the houses, it's neighborly. You're supposed to be on the porch where the driveways are in the back. That's a really cool place.
That's a cool thing. Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
really glad she highlighted that one. That's a really awesome place.
So, guys, here's what we want. If you want to come on the show, I mean, we do it virtually. It's pretty awesome. If you want to come on the show like Lisa and share the 5 things you love about your city, we'd love to have you. So reach out to Don or myself, and we'd love to do that. Now, our new segment, Don, are you ready for this?
ready for this?
It's technological, so I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it anyway.
It's going to work.
I'm going to try it.
So
Okay.
what do realtors see?
What do realtors see? That's our next one. Guys, we in the past few months, Don and I have been throwing stuff out there. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd it go? I don't even have this line. Don't worry. So basically, what do realtors see? All right. What do realtors see is our next segment. There it is right there. Yeah, old man eyes. Sorry. There it is. What do realtors see? Here's our 3 winners for this week. And these are ones I saw this week, Don. I saw them this week. It's ridiculous, all right? Because people love this kind of stuff. So here we go. Let's try one at a time. We're going to go with – all right. So the first one is this picture, okay? This was in a basement of a home. If you notice, that's a fireplace set to work, to be a poker and all that stuff for your fireplace. Now, Don, where is it at?
It's next. Do you want me to say?
Yeah,
reveal this?
I do. What you
It's
tell me.
next to the burner that you would burn paper and trash and stuff. And it was, what was it called? I forgot what it's called.
Well, incinerator.
Incinerator. That's it.
So I went in this basement. I swear to God, I went in this basement, and the freaking thing was. They're using their incinerator in 2020, 2021.
And it's against the law.
It's 1, against the law. 2, I never even would have thought of that.
Yeah.
So if that's ridiculous, folks, give me a little ridiculous in the chat. Put the word ridiculous in the chat if you think that's a ridiculous thing.
But if you really think about it, if you're burning paper that you want to shred, personal information. It's a good way
Okay,
to
so
go,
let me ask you
That's
this,
what I
Don.
would think.
Have you ever seen that in a house besides the one I just showed
It's
you?
been a long time since I've seen an
Right.
incinerator in a house. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, if you think that's ridiculous, put ridiculous. I want to see how many people think that using your incinerator on your basement block is ridiculous or not. That's what I want to
I'm
see.
not saying it's not ridiculous. I'm just saying I can understand it.
See, Candy Cordy's with me. She's like, what kind of ridiculousness is that? All right, that's one. The next one. I like it. Who is that? Steve Kreitz. I like it.
See?
You knew Steve Kreitz was going to like that one. You knew he was going to like that. Come
We're
on.
on the same wavelength.
All right, so let's see. Next one. There it is.
You know what really amazes me on this is this term here. I don't know why, but
The name of what it is?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Don, I went in this house at Dearborn.
what kind
Look
of
at this.
bed is that?
Murphy bed. Okay. This house had, listen to this. This house had a Murphy bed in 2 different rooms. Okay. And it also had 2 wood burning stoves instead of fireplaces. But Murphy bed. I mean, a Murphy bed. Think about that for a second.
Put it away. You got a lot of room.
Bill Polk's like, I need to give me one of those. Yes, you do. A Murphy bed. That's all right up your alley there, Frenchie. I'm telling you. So, Murphy bed. If you would use a Murphy bed, because I guess it saves space, right? And it looked cool when it shut up. It was nice and wooden and stuff like that. But in 2 different rooms, they had it. They had 2 different rooms in the Murphy bed.
If one's worked perfect, 2 would work better.
You're killing me. You're killing me over here. So a Murphy bed. If you think that's ridiculous, put ridiculous in the chat.
Murphy bed. All right.
All kinds of people like it.
Yeah.
Polk, I'm going to get you one.
You can
I'm going to drop one off at your house. All right. I'm going to drop one off at your house.
Where would you get one?
I have no idea. I'm going to find one because it was pretty sharp looking. All right. So things realtors see. The worst, most ridiculous thing I saw this last week, Don. You ready for this?
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
This is way crazy. Hang on, let me find it. This, guys, when you see this, you're going to be like, oh my God. All right, so I went into a garage with a client this weekend. Okay, he's like, my house is too small for a Murphy bed. You do need one up north, Polk. You do. I agree with that. The last one, here it is. All right, so I go into the garage. There's a grenade. There's a grenade, Don. There's a grenade hanging.
That's an old
by the
style
pin.
grenade.
Okay? A grenade hanging by the pin.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I was like, are you kidding me? A grenade. How ridiculous is that?
Every now and then you come across something. That's an old one. That's got to be World War I stuff.
What if it still works? Why would you leave it hanging? I mean, why would you do that?
Yeah. What the heck?
What the hell? I don't even understand why you would do that.
Did you pick it? Did you grab it and look at it?
No, I didn't grab it. I didn't touch the dang thing. I just was like,
Feel it. What does it feel? How heavy is it?
The clients, we got the heck out of there. We were like, yep, we're out of here. This is the last part of this house. So the three crazy things we saw, you put whatever one you think is the worst. Murphy bed, incinerator being used still, or grenade in the garage. Which one is the best choice? Which one is the most ridiculous? Okay. What realtors see? Your choices again are grenade in the garage, Murphy bed, or incinerator. Put it in the chat, please. Blow the chat up for us. That's what we'd like to see. Chris Bergeron says, just in case you need a grenade. Which one, guys, in the chat? Is it grenade in the garage? Is it incinerator? Or is it Murphy bed? Which one? Which one is it? What do you think?
It's trending to grenade.
Somebody's like, I like all of them. Steve Kreitz is awesome. He makes me laugh all the time.
Grenade.
All right. So ding, 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 ding. Grenade in the garage is the worst one this week. Grenage. Okay. So every week, guys, we're going to try to come into weird, crazy things that realtors see. Okay. No, Sam's like, it's a no-brainer. All right. So that is what realtors see. That's our What Realtors See segment.
All right. So we had 2 new segments this week.
We sure did.
I thought it went pretty good. So,
guys, if you like the new segment, if you like the City Highlight with Lisa Boyce, give us a hell yeah in the chat. You could say that. I mean, we won't do a swear jar for that one. If you like the City Highlight with Lisa Boyce, give me a hell yeah in the chat. She gave us great information, I thought. Did you think so?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
I thought so too.
It was perfect. It was exactly what we were looking for. And Lisa nailed it. You nailed it, Lisa.
I think he did. Absolutely. So if you like that segment, give us a hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Or heck yeah. Either one of those is fine.
If you don't want to swear, heck yeah is okay too.
Right. If you also like the What Realtors See segment, say good work. Put good work in the chat. Because we're kind of trying to figure out if we like these new segments or not. They're better. They're different.
I like them.
Right. And I'm telling you, I post, and I know Don does too, we post a picture every day of probably some of the, I did a sperm sink the other day. There's the ridiculous stuff you see. Absolutely ridiculous stuff that you see. Okay. So that's exactly. He sure does, Zach. That's exactly what he says. All right. So we want to do one last piece. Right? But we're going to go back to our question real quick. Okay. What's your New Year's resolution? All right, what's your New Year's resolution? So in the chat, put your New Year's resolution if you wouldn't mind. We're loving life. We want to see what your resolution is. So in the chat, put your New Year's resolution. That's what we're looking for. A good New Year's resolution. Liking the new people are liking the new segment. So Michelle Justice says she loves What Realtors See.
All right, Michelle, thank you.
So no fast food, Catherine Cotton. I'm with you. I like the highlight because it tells you interesting things about each city. That's good stuff. I agree with that. Good thing. Like you said, we're just we want you guys to enjoy the show a ton. All right. Now, Don, fan of the show. You know who it is? I'm going to tell you.
Whoa. Let's talk about this.
Well, okay. We can't tell you guys. We'll talk about this. Okay. All right. So, back by popular demand. Kidnap Don. Sam, what the heck? This is a family-oriented show, Sam.
Come on,
Can't-
Sam.
Can't kidnap Don. Ay. Steve Christ is talking about get the pickles for the pickling go. All right, guys. So we want to end it on this note. Fan of the show this week is not only from Remy's Mission, Michelle Justice. You are a fan of the show. Here's the T-shirt. I'm telling you, people are wearing it. I'm
Or
seeing it
one
all
like-
over town.
One like this, Michelle.
Now you know who makes this shirt, don't you? Yep. Bill Polk,
Bill Polk.
Impact Outfitters, baby. Michelle Justice, you are a fan of the show. Here's what I want in the chat. Michelle. When we get like 754 Michelles in the chat, then we'll sign off for the night, guys. Blow the chat up with Michelle. All crazy. Woohoo!
Right.
Give her some of this.
Please
I won't even
hurry.
jiggle anymore.
Please hurry. I want to go.
Michelle. All right, so Don, you saw McLaughlin talk about forbearance. You saw Lisa Boyce talk Canton. We did
Can't stats.
Canton stats. We saw what realtors see. We said all kinds of good stuff today. So let's do this. I think we gave the people enough today. When we sign off, what do you
Go
think?
home.
All right.
Yep.
I'm Scott,
I'm Don.
and we're talking real estate. See ya.